Welcome everyone to another Hearthstone Mercenaries video. In this one, I'm going to give you some just general tips and tricks to make your farming for characters faster. Whether you want more coins or you're just looking to level, these little things can be the difference of you just getting it faster or taking an astronomical amount of time. Obviously, all of these are not going to be insane, but if you do all of them together, it can make your farming experience just that much faster. And this is what I've been doing to make sure I get characters maxed as fast as possible. If this is helpful for you and you enjoy what you see here, make sure you like the video, subscribe, and as always, keep looking fantastic. Starting off with a very easy one, if you put your mercenaries in a specific order in the comp selection page or like the deck builder, whatever you want to call it, they will actually come out the exact same way. So you can see right here, Antonidas, Geddon, Reg, Diablo, Karen, Natalie is exactly what it is in game. Antonidas, Geddon, Reg, Diablo, Karen, Natalie. Another awesome little tip here is that if you hit this button, currently it says 0 out of 3 played, it will summon the first 3 mercs in your lineup. So Antonidas, Baron, Geddon, and Reg will be the first one summoned. Now, this isn't actually great for farming because the problem with this is it takes a long time. It's actually quicker to drag these minions out as fast as possible. And because they're in order, you can kind of do it super fast, but just to showcase you that it actually ends up working, here you go. And while we're here, I hope you're having a fantastic day. Did I mention, my God, you look fantastic today? I don't know if I did, but I probably did in the intro. But as you can see, Antonidas, Geddon, and Reg are all right here. A really good tip I could give you from the start is to skip animations in PvE. You could do it in PvP, but it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So the main idea here is that we're going to queue up abilities. For instance, I'm only going to queue up the Reg Die Insects because it's going to kill every single one of these. But you could watch the difference between me not clicking the button and actually skipping the animation. So first we'll do it with no skipping and we'll end our turn. You could see, like, I have to go through animations, which is completely fine from the other side, but this is going to take a little bit. Like, yay, another one. Oh my God, it's pretty good. Now, this won't skip every animation, but it'll make the animations a lot faster. In order to skip animations, it's very easy. Basically, what you're going to be doing is clicking the things on the side that pop up as the animations and the attacks resolve themselves. So we just saw what it's like when you don't click it. Watch this. You notice I'm skipping that extra frame of animations, and it makes the animation go off quite faster. And this may not seem like a big deal, but if you're doing multiple battles for farming, this is exponentially going to increase how fast you can actually farm. If you ever have a task that says complete X amount of bounties or complete X amount of heroic bounties, a lot of people, what they'll do for the regular bounties is just go for normal. And when you go to normal, this may be the fastest normal bounty to do. But the problem with this bounty is that you don't actually get a spirit healer here. There's no spirit healer. You're going to have to do 4 fights in total in order for you to actually complete this bounty. Where if you go to the heroic version of this, it's actually much better for you because A, you're doing a heroic bounty, which means you can get that task done as well. And regular bounties count for that. So if it says complete X amount of bounties, doing heroic bounties do count for this. But this one guarantees you a spirit healer on the second one, no matter what. So you're going to be doing 1 less fight. And if you're doing a task for a new mercenary that might not be, you know, jacked up or strong yet, just do them in the first round. You get a guaranteed heal to do it again for the next fight after. I do this a lot. It makes just doing tasks that much easier. I did not know this, so I'm going to put this in the video for the people who don't, because I felt stupid and I played this game a lot. But usually what I would do is I would go back if I want to look at my task and look at the bounty board. But the bounty board takes so long because I have to go through so many screens. You could actually look at your campfire to review your task list, and it will let you know what tasks you are on currently and what the status of them is in your actual bounty. If I'm the only one that has this problem or did have this problem, I'm stupid, and that's okay. But let's say you're in game already and you forgot what your task is. Oh, you can't leave the game, otherwise you'll just retire the run. But that's where this little thing comes in, you might have noticed before, and that is the deck tracker that I'm running on PC. Now, this goes out to all the mobile users out there. Unfortunately, this tip will not be for you, but if it's any consolation, you look great today. But the main idea of this is to hover this over and get an idea of what you need, right? So let's say you've done 5 out of 10 after this. You can hover it into your next meeting, like, oh, I only need 5 out of 10 more. I could just do it this turn. You also may have noticed that their abilities are up here too, and it'll let you know what you're queuing. So for the instance of this fight, I will be playing Mr. Smite because I do need to use his task, and we'll just put Rag and Diablo in, right? Just this is my general task. What we're doing, we're just gonna get this over with. But then you may have noticed that these things kind of hover up, right? And this works on the regular minions as well. But now I don't even have to hover over them to see what they're doing. I could just get a really good idea of what I can prepare for and if one of my characters will die, whatever you want to say. This is a very good thing to have, especially if you're playing on PC and you play on PvP as well, because this is gonna be used in PvP. Get this tracker, just go to hsreplay.net, go to downloads, and then just pick the thing that you're on, if whether you're on Windows or Mac, it does not matter, and you will have everything you need to help. It also has an overlay for like regular standard Hearthstone or Battlegrounds to help you out, but it's very helpful and it does help you out with farming and just knowing what tasks you have to do. Let's say you're farming specifically for Mysterious Strangers, like I was kind of doing for this run, right? I just wanted the Mysterious Stranger, I got one, and I did the next one to just do the last part of this video. But let's say I look at the chest and I don't really want King Crush, Anduin, or Burkhan. If you retire, you get random coins. So if you actually don't need any of these, you could just retire and you'll get completely random coins regardless of what was in that chest. Now, this isn't always the best thing to do because sometimes you actually genuinely want to farm what's in the chest. So this is probably going to be the most important tip. And if you've stuck around to the end to watch this, welcome to the party, because this is probably going to help you out quite a bit. You want to complete all of the tasks you can on your farmers. Why would you do that? You may ask. Well, first of all, there's 18 tasks. If you get all of the 18 tasks done for your farmers, you get 3 packs, but most of the time they will be maxed, which is great. But the best thing about this is that if, let's say I do my runs, and I always do my runs with Get and Rag and Antonidas, and I find a stranger, they cannot be offered any tasks, which means guaranteed I am gonna hit the mercenary that I want the task for. And because I've done this, I could do every single run with Get and Rag and Antonidas and never have to worry about just worrying about getting them tasks, because I want tasks for Sneeds, for example, or Mr. Smite. I will always get it because those 3 are done their tasks. They cannot be offered them anymore. One of the more common questions I get asked on stream, which you should go follow in the link down below, is should I craft this legendary or should I not craft this legendary? And that is entirely dependent on how you feel about farming for that mercenary. So for instance, I was farming Edwin quite a bit because I want to make sure Edwin is all farmed up so I can start doing pirate comps. But in order to get Edwin coins, I need to do Ren Blackhand, which is quite a long PvE bounty. But on top of that, I have to complete it. I can't just retire and expect to get Edwin coins. I need to open up the chest, which does take a long time. So the answer to that question is, if you can find a team comp to beat that bounty as fast as possible, then 100% craft it, because you're gonna have to farm it anyways. But if you want to save it and you don't need that mercenary as fast as possible, save your coins, because if you do end up opening packs and you do open it, it will save you quite a bit of farming to do. Last thing I'm going to say in this video is, should you do heroic or should you do normal bounties? Is there a difference? What is the biggest thing you should be doing here? If you could complete the heroic bounty with probably 20% more time than how long it takes you to do a normal bounty, go for it. But if the heroic bounty takes you like double or basically like 1.5 the amount of time it takes you to do a normal bounty, it's often just not worth it, because you could probably do twice as many normal bounties as you could doing heroic, which means you probably just get more coins overall. So that's the only way you can do it. Now, is it worth doing heroic bounties in general? Maybe. I don't know. Probably not. Just do normals.